Hi, I'm Captain Stanford with Texas Fish Tips. This is your weekly fishing report. Okay, guys, out here at the end of the Fena docks, it's deep water. It's your best bet right now. There's some good bull reds. There's a few slot reds mixed in there. There's some big sand trout mixed in there. They all like shrimp. We've caught some on mullet, some cut mullet, some on finger mullet. If you happen to catch a small sand trout, cut him up, drop him back down there. Those big reds do like it. But it's going to be cold this weekend. It's good winter weather for the duck hunters. If you want to get out there and go play in that wind, it's going to be wet, be cold. I don't suggest getting out there going fishing, but if you really just think you got to, get out here by the end of these jetties, but hide behind these jetties. If it's north wind, get behind that north jetty right down through here. There'll be some good fishing through here. But there'll be some sheep's head. There's going to be some black drum and some bull reds in there. Same way anywhere's down through here. If you'll get on down through here, through the sailboat channel, you can go through this channel right here under this bridge. Even if you got a T-top, pull your rods down, and right back up in here, there's going to be some deeper water right here. And there's going to be some reds, there's going to be some black drum, maybe an occasional trout in there. But main thing is there's black drum, so take plenty of shrimp. There will be a bunch of perch in there. If you happen to catch a perch, cut him up, throw him out there, put him on the bottom, and there'll be some redfish chewing on him. There'll be a bunch of small reds, but there will be a few keepers mixed in there. Same way right here is where you're going to find your black drum. Another area right here is going to find black drum. If that wind blows out of that north, it pushes the water out of the bays. There'll be a lot of them right here at the end of this Y right here, and right on the end of this channel will be some reds. But good luck and stay warm. Okay, good old South Bay. That wind blows this water out. There'll be some good fish right through here, this whole bowl area. Anywhere's up down through that edge will be some redfish, especially right here at the end of this. If you can't get them out of the little channel, it's a good place to set and get as shallow as you can. Just pitch either side, there'll be some redfish. If you do have an airboat or a skinny water boat, get back up in this channel right down through here. This is where to be. There'll be some good fish in there. Same way with the channel right down here, the Morrison Cummings cut all the way down through. There will be some redfish because there will be no place for them to go. They'll drop out of this shallow water into that deeper water and just work this channel edge through here. Live shrimp is the best thing to throw at them when they're not biting. Everything gets a shrimp, hardheads and perch, but you'll catch your redfish along with it. But cut mullet or finger mullet, or if you get lucky and find some mud minnows somewhere, that'll work too. All right, you brave souls, you want to get out here? Right down here by Paradise Key Restaurant, this whole channel right down through here, and there's a flat right here. Those redfish will be dropping right off the edge of it. There's little bitty cuts right down through here. And just parking right next to it, chunk into it. There'll be sheep's head, there'll be reds, maybe even a trout mixed in there. But any of this deeper water on the ICW is where you want to be. Some of these little cuts, try not to block these into these housing additions, but there will be fish. You can use Berkeley gulp on a jig head and work it real slow, a light jig head, and you might get some trout out of there. But there has been some good reds and some black drum and a few sheep's head around these rocks on shrimp. Over in Ingleside area, there's a little cut right down through here. Signet Marine, all this down through there. There's been some redfish in here. Fish the banks on the opposite side of those tugboats. Be careful, there is some big pilings sticking up. That water drops down, you'll see them pretty good. But there is redfish there. They like mullet. But sometimes there's shad in there as well. But anywhere's on down this bank, up along this north bank, right down through here, to be protected from that north wind. If you just think you got to get out there and go fishing, there's some deep water docks all down through here. Just bounce around from each one, and your best bet in that deeper water right next to those rocks, you're going to catch some fish, and the waves won't be beating you up near as bad. All right, good old Rincon Channel. This deep channel down through here is holding some fish. It'll be a good place to hide out. It always is in the wintertime. Shrimp is the best thing to throw at them. You can use live mullet, maybe even Berkeley gulp or on a light jig head and let it just flutter down real easy. But there ought to be some good fish in here in this deeper water channel. Be careful, be safe, but there ought to be some good fish right here on shrimp. Thanks for watching. I'm Captain Doug Stanford.